brought to you by Make It Kenya. It's probably our final broadcast this morning, and what a setting we have here. Very beautiful. You're in the jump seat there.
Yeah, comfortable.
Yeah, not bad. Nice and low down to get the shots. And we've got Jark at the back there.
Good morning.
The last couple of landscapes and filling the gaps. Some wonderful work. Not many hours. Not much sleep.
No, not much sleep at all.
Not much sleep at all. Thanks for all your hard work. And we actually have wonderful news. You know, we over the last week we've bumped into some sub-adults that were not looking too good. The main reason for that was probably a lack of plains game. You know, things that are fairly easy for lions to kill. Toppy, Thompson's gazelle, and all that's hard work for lions to bring down. And we've been chatting a lot, behind the scene about the Loita herds and the little mini migration that traditionally took place between Loita hills towards the southeast and the Mara conservancies as the black-bellied bustards gives us a little show. And we were wondering where the Loita herds were, and it seems that they had to kind of walk around the fences towards the east of us, and they're coming in from the north. And as we speak, I'm just going to turn this into kind of landscape, so forgive me if your picture bounces. Have eaten. They need a little bit left for the sub-adults, and a buffalo definitely provides some extra meat, And a small little breeding herd of elephant in the distance, and I know the quality is not great and we're not zooming in, but I just want to show you the landscape and the plain right on top of Olare, Missouri, where we are. The sunrise and plains game all around us, and without getting too emotional in this, it really is great news for the lions of the conservancies and the Masai Mara in general, and that's why we need to really look after the buffer zones, between the conservancies and traditional migration routes, and in essence try and look after not just the Serengeti migration but also the Loita migration. So not a lot of people know that the Loita migration even exists, and numbers have declined. We don't have the exact numbers, but from probably about 200,000 or so, to probably a tenth of that, more or less. And don't quote me on the numbers, but there's definitely been a decline in the Loita herds, and we're trying to keep all of this intact. And the easiest way to do that is for you to come visit the conservancies and to look after the conservation model that will protect this land and the buffer areas between the Mara Reserve and the Mara Triangle and the conservancies, and the buffer zones and grazing land between the Loita hills and the Mara Reserve itself. And it's all very important, and once these places are gone, they're gone forever, and it takes really a long time to get them back. So we're really ending our week in the conservancies on a really positive note. It's tough times in the wet season for lions if they don't have plains game, and it's been a lot of water around, and it's really wonderful to see the Loita herds returning. Stuart, final word from you before we hit the coast, and you get your dancing shoes out and we go see what's happening there.
Well, just a big thank you to everybody who's made this possible. We're currently at Olare, Missouri. Before that we stayed at Encounter Mara, before that Nabosho, and then we began way back at Kempinski, and it's a bit of a cliche, but we've almost run out of superlatives this week to describe the experiences we've had and the things we've seen. Thanks to John and Vincent and Coco, who's back at camp, sneezing, I should think, this morning. We've worked them pretty hard through the nights over the last few days. But this area has been so kind to us in terms of what it's shown, what it's allowed us to photograph, and by extension show everybody watching this on Periscope. So if you're interested in wildlife or photography, this is the place to come. It really is a very, very special place.
Stuart, we know you're a busy man, but we're going to try and, for those who are watching and re-watching this broadcast, we're going to, if it's okay with you, spend some time on photography 101 at the coast. You know, we're going to stack your lenses out on the sand there and just let people know what to pack and which Canon lenses to bring and which Canon bodies to do, you know, and how to look after your kits. And
that's it. Looking after kit is very important in this kind of environment. There's a lot of dust in the air, and good cleaning kit when you're in the field is essential.
Yeah.
For longevity.
Yeah, I mean, when we first met, I didn't know much about cameras at all, and thanks for your tips and patience. Yeah, you know, I don't really know anything much about anything, you know, other than finding one or two things. And John from Olare, Missouri. Nashukuru sana, tuko pamoja, and we'll see you again. We really appreciate everything you've done for us. Sawa. So I'm going to just pan across the plains. Very peaceful here this morning. Sorry, my hand's in the way. And show you a return of the Loita herds, which is to me personally an absolutely wonderful sight, and good news for the lions of the Mara. Carl Roof signing off for Kenya Live, brought to you by Make It Kenya.